and dinner is there. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Jismet Suma, my brother Kwame's best buddy, partner in crime. Those who think they're going to change the Sierra Leola, for the better we hope. Thank you, Jismet.
Thank you very much. My own elder sister, thank you. Look like I have to do this one. Okay, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored with the privilege to introduce the MC of the occasion, a lady that I've known for years, an award-winning producer, award-winning filmmaker, and news anchor. She is an assistant professor in the great Morgan State University. Yay! We've all, sometime in our lives, we have come across Pan-Africanists. She is one such that I was privileged to meet a couple of years ago when we were putting together an African media TV program to the likes of CNN, and we started well. We started airing our shows and getting a lot of, compliments around the DMV area, but it was short-lived. A lot of finances were put into it, and she came to help us and save the day for us. And without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Miss Welma Mashinini Red.
People unakushero. Yes, I am from Liberia, and I was a little surprised when Kwame asked me to be the MC for the evening. But I didn't question him, because after thinking about it a little bit, Liberia and Sierra Leone, I mean, we're not that far apart. When Liberia sneezes, Sierra Leone catches cold. And of course, when the Ebola came, it affected one country, definitely it affected the other country. And as we recovered, Sierra Leone recovered. So I would say the countries are partners in crime. In fact, Liberia produced a Sierra Leonean president. His name was Charles King from Morristown, and he was president of Liberia. And when it came time for Sierra Leone to produce the Liberian president, he had to run away. Reffel. I don't know how many of you remember Reffel. Okay, well, he didn't make it. But we are there together, and our fights are similar. So we have to pool our energy. And so when Kwame asked me, it was a natural, right? So I'm here. I can't speak Creole as well, but I understand everything. So I understand it all. So many people now. We have a gentleman here, Kwame Fitzjohn, who is really a Pan-Africanist. And he has all kinds of friends from all over Africa. Here I am. He has Christian, Muslim, and now Hindu, and friends of Swami. So the next person on the program, I would like to introduce Gyankriti, Swami Gyankriti, I hope I'm saying it well. Yeah, and he is someone who Kwame has known since 1959. I can barely remember myself at 1959. But Kwame's best friend is here to grace this occasion. Please come up, Swami.
Thank you, thank you. Kwame, I appreciate being elevated to best friend. I've known you for a very long time, but I always thought that distance would not have allowed me to be your best friend. So I'm honored to hear that being said. I wrote a few things down so that I won't get emotional. So I'll be a little official. Ese kwa mwideri. Ese kwa mwideri. There are a few academicians in the house. Max Baylor would be proud. My beloved elders, Auntie Alice, the Fitzjohn family, and honorable friends. We're grateful for this day and your presence here this day. It is indeed a joy to be present and accounted for in the land of the living. This day we celebrate the life and acts of Kwame Kumade Fitzjohn, for we know him by his acts. We know him by his deeds. It is his works as a sentient being that has kept him in our minds and hearts over the years. Is there a way to stop this thing? It is his tenacity and unrelenting fervor as a champion for our beloved Sierra Leone and our mother Africa at home and abroad that keeps him always close to us. It is his sagacious, unstoppable determination as a mass media artist that keeps him close to us. It is his impeccable memory of faces, people, names, events, and his instant recall faculties that draws him close to us, for he is a walking mental archivist of the highest order. It is his kindness and generous and understanding nature as a brother and a friend that brings Kwame even closer to us. I have known Kwame since we were small boys in the latter part of the 50s, when we as small boys played in our parents' homes when his father was ambassador representing Sierra Leone in the United States, and my father was in his last year or two of dental school at Howard University. I believe this was 1958 and 1959. A few years later, at the ages of 10 and 11 respectively, 1965 to be precise, we entered Form 1 as residential students at the only school that there was in Sierra Leone at the time, the Albert Academy. Of course, there were rumors of other schools starting up, like grammar school, but there was only the academy. We continue this friendship until this day. And it is indeed my honor to propose a toast. I was asked to propose a toast, but we have not been given champagne or glasses. So it will be a righteous toast.
Imaginative one.
And we'll use our imaginations to complete it. So it is indeed my honor to propose this toast to the undaunted team of individuals who came together and worked tirelessly to make this celebration a successful tribute to a man who we can all say is indeed a jolly good fellow. Cheers. Thank you.
Let's move along quickly. We're all hungry here. And we'll ask Dwight Fitzjohn to come up and reflect on some of Kwame's years at Albert Academy, and also when he was in England as a BBC reporter. Dwight Fitzjohn.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, my brother, the Dr. John William, was supposed to be here. I found out that I was supposed to make this presentation about my brother Kwame. I really didn't know the guy, If any of you people know, Knowles Lee showed up with this fellow at the house, remember? Back in the day, Knowles Lee showed up with this guy, I didn't know him, He was such a nice brother, the guy did nothing wrong, he was not controversial, he was always cool, my brother beats you up if you don't know what's happening to your brothers. The guy did nothing wrong. Kwame was just nice. So, if you're looking to hear some controversial thing that happened to Kwame, that I knew him, it never happened, Kwame was the coolest dude you'd ever meet. You just show up, like, where did you come from? It comes to America. I'm sitting there, I just came from America. So, they're taking care of me to come to my green card, everything. The boys show up, they say, oh, here's my passport too, fire for me too. Alright, he's a nice guy, my brother is very well, he studied hard, went, from 6, and the guy, they studied, he brought his boys, Taylor Lewis, to the house, remember, Kwame, he brought his boys, their parents dropped them off at the house, his father's running the Lunge Airport, and he said, hey, your brothers all going from 6, his kids go there too, you come stay at your house. I told you, tell your father. Who I didn't, anyway, there they were. And now Taylor Lewis' brother, they all sit there, Kwame, Billy from 6, fantastic results, fantastic, and they still try to party with me. You have me kidding me. But anyway, now that we're here, and my brother, who happens to be my birthday mate, Mommy Alice says that when he was born, I was in what they call FSG, and over FSG, the days, we had parties on your birthday, have a party and a present, and teacher of FSG, Suma was in hospital, the one is beginning to occupies the for make business on the behalf, Then, when the guy said, well, what's like that? I didn't know what else to say. Yeah. Well, anyway, it all turned out really good, you know. Anyway, like I said, my brother William, you know, who he knows more about him, because they were together, you know. I think personal, you know. So I don't know them, you know. You know them better, right? He's a good guy. He's my brother. He better be. I'm on my phone. Thank you.
And to think the two of them are born on the same, they have the same birthday, Kwame and Dwight. Both of them have the same birthday. Thank you, Mami Alice, for bringing these characters into our company, into our lives. And now we would like to invite Dr. Solomon Gembe, who will speak about those college days at Frobe and the production of this magazine that Amelia spoke about.
My good friends, thank you, Ms. MC. Before I say anything, I want to comment on Mr. Suma and the things he's doing for our country. The program that he's embarking on has its roots. The consciousness, the awareness was created by the work of people like Kwame Fitzgerald, Sumanguru, Indo Lotrai, the late Indo Lotrai, Sam Tumoy, Sangster, she said. These are characters. Some of them have exited. Pius Foye, then you have the slims around still, looking cool. I saw even Ade, they don't show photographs. But the point I'm saying, Kwame has always stood out amongst his peers because of the power of his pen. He's a prolific writer. When I left Bosco and I came to Kobe College, can you imagine Bosco, feeder school to big time Kobe College? You hear people like Kwame talk. You hear people like Sangster talk. I said, can I fit in this environment? We didn't have the rapping power like some of these guys. So you see, Kwame has been second to none among his peers because of the agitation for social justice and social change. Ours was a campaign to take Pasheki out of power. No college, no school. Academy, when Kobe College move, Academy move, the rest of it move. Upline, Salome, the rest of the country, no college, no school. And we owe it to Kumali. So what we're seeing, guys like Jasmine, Suma, they are doing now. You get this program that you're on, which is now gone global. Because what we want is a better Sierra Leone. And that's what Kwame and others were agitating during our time. It was brutal. The regime at that time was totalitarian against Pasheki. The funny thing here is that we did not succeed to get Pasheki out of power. We did not. So now we want to leave because we want a better Sierra Leone. In this journey through life, Kwame, it was quite a journey. And it's paradoxical when the bar himself wrote a book, What Life Has Taught Me. He said, haven't we done much? Even to survive this dog wall of today? Kwame, you still standing tall, kicking. Some of these guys are gone. Sangster is gone. Sumanguru is gone. Leo is gone. Sam Tumoy, gone. Going to 60, man, it's quite a milestone. So you see, my good friends, I came all the way from Texas. When Kwame calls, some of us, he's like a mentor to us. Because you see a smooth guy hanging around this circle of friends, he gives you the assurance. He can't go demonstrate, he can't go fight, but he will pump you to go. Kwame is not a fighter. And I can assure you, Kwame, the power of your pen, tablets, newspaper, just to wrap up, my friends, those consciousness, those grand narratives that Kwame was talking about culminated into the awareness newspaper. It's a continuation of that narrative, that journey. And Kwame, I'll share this to you, that we are now in the final stages of our journey through life. Sadly, you might not have achieved your full potential, but you always stand tall amongst your fellow men. And we leave it to the young generation now to pick up from where we left off. And we are this move for social justice and change concerns Sierra Leoneans that people like Suma are now propelling. Our goal is for a better Sierra Leone. And that is what Kwame and others we are fighting for during our time. Fobe College is a caucus of what we left during that time. It's dilapidated. Can you imagine the Athens of Africa? It's no more. So what we are saying, man, this is the same, we are in the same country, the same aspiration, the same